You see your hands.
It starts in late May. George Floyd is another black man dying in police custody. This scene in Minneapolis sparking protests, riots, and a nationwide movement.
I love the energy that people have right now as far as wanting to see change in America.
Sergeant Sherelle Stinson embraces that desire.
We're not going to be perfect. So I think when people say that we need police reform, police need more training, we'd actually love more training. All of my officers put in for training all the time, and because of money, a lot of the training sometimes gets denied.
Defunding police. He says that's how you lose good investigators.
Crime Stoppers.
As Peoria's Crime Stoppers coordinator,
This is Sergeant Stinson.
Sergeant Stinson tackles the unsolved crimes, something he always wanted to do. What he didn't expect was being shunned by his former friends.
It's a strange transition because it's like, I did this job because I saw the drug deals. I saw one of my friends get murdered growing up, and I was like, I want to make a difference. And then as soon as I do this job, I'm no longer welcome in certain areas. And for me, the disappointing part is it's been by people that look like me more than not. I would say 90% of the time, if I've ever been called out of my name, it's been by other minorities. My grandfather actually told me, treat everyone like you want someone to treat your grandmother until they no longer deserve it. And that's something that I still live by to this day. Yesterday, by Bradley, we ended up getting a guy that had a gun. It was just sticking in the back of it was showing. And we rolled up on him. He was a black man. We were able to prone him out. He listened to our instructions. We were able to cuff him and take the gun out, and he went to jail. But people don't hear those stories. They don't hear that, wow, law enforcement didn't shoot a black person.
Another officer also grew up here in Peoria. Officer Morris Franklin went here to Woodruff High. He also spent a year here as a school resource officer at Peoria Central. Officer Franklin finds it's this age group, teenagers into young adults, that rarely respect the badge.
Kids are different now, you know. I don't know if it's what's going on, what they're seeing on, you know, social media, you know, or whatever, but it's just total disrespect. Like, I mean, there's no respect.
He advises his own children, one nearly ready to drive, to comply with police, then complain when you must. Officer Franklin says the distrust now runs deep.
Myself and a white officer shows up to a call, and a lady tells me that I can't come in her house because her dog doesn't like black people. And I was like, really? And then on the flip side, it's when I'm dealing with people that look like me, I'm a sellout because of what I do now. And it's instantly, you allowed this. Well, how do I allow it? And that hurts when that happens, when they turn and, you know, automatically say that, you know, one bad cop is all cops. You can't lump me into what somebody in California did.
An old car club keeps him grounded, and Officer Franklin says his kids are proud of what he does.
93, it's Eugene in the middle of the street.
Like helping protect a homeless man.
Yeah, we're 93, he's out on the road now. 10-8 Adam.
Or stopping by Harrison Homes.
This is Tiffany's blood cousin.
For a chat.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
He now works in the targeted offender unit, so he is always making contacts.
You gave me this before you told me.
You never called me.
And in this case, making an impression.
What's your name again?
I got a phone.
Morris Franklin.
Morris Franklin. Okay.
Does that make it a good day?
That does make it a good day. that does. When you can get out of the car and people talk to you and they continue to talk to you and don't try to make excuses to not talk to you.